Hi, this is Kevin Schoessow with the University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension, and I'm out in our teaching and display garden here at the Spooner Ag Research Station in northwestern Wisconsin. We are considered a Zone 3 plant hardiness, and it's the last day in April, and I just want to talk to you a little bit about the very first vegetable that we see emerge in our garden, and that would be garlic. So this garlic, as you can see, has come up and it's sprouted through this straw mulch. But this bed of garlic was actually planted the end of September last fall. The cloves went into the ground and we mulched it with this rye straw mulch, and it overwinters, and it's, like I said, one of the very first plants to come up in the spring. Garlic is a member of the allium family. Other alliums that you might be familiar with that are grown in the garden are shallots, leeks, and onions. They are native to Middle Asia. They were cultivated about 5,000 years ago, and they were first introduced into the Americas around the 1700s. They're technically considered a herbaceous, cool season perennial, but in gardening we often look to them as kind of a winter annual. So they are planted in the fall, as I said, and overwinter and grow the following year and harvested in July. There are two cultivar selections to choose from when growing garlic. We have hardneck varieties and softneck varieties. There are several types under each of those categories, and the hardneck varieties are more commonly grown in the Midwest, and they're more winter hardy than the softneck varieties, although we can grow both. Interestingly, the hardneck varieties are the only ones to produce the flower stalk. The flower stalk is what we harvest in late June and early July, and those are called garlic scapes, and they're often used in cooking, stir fry, or to make pesto. We have three different types of hardneck garlic in our teaching and display garden. The varieties that we have are Siberian, Music, and German Extra Hardy. Well, I hope you found this video of interest. If you've never grown garlic before, it isn't that difficult to grow. It doesn't have a lot of pests. You'll get some nibbling on it by rodents every once in a while, but for the most part, it's fairly easy to grow. There are some insects like thrips that can cause some problems. There are a few diseases. Botrytis is one, but for the most part, garlic is fairly easy to grow. Again, it has to be planted in the fall, and you harvest it when the outer 5 or 6 leaves turn yellow, and it's a really nice crop. Again, thanks for listening, and if you're ever in the Spooner area, please stop by and visit our teaching and display garden on the research station property here. It is open to the public, and you can find more information on our Facebook page or on our website. Again, this is Kevin Schoessow with University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension, and thanks for listening.